Hey everyone, welcome and thanks for checking out the video. Today I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on what a pro pickleball drill session looks like. So let's get right into it. First thing we do, nothing too special. I'm sure you've done this right before you play, but it's just some straight ahead dinking. Main thing is we're just trying to get some rhythm, get some good touches in, and start to feel the ball for the day. We'll do that for just a couple minutes and then we'll move it to cross court and keep doing the same thing cross court. Main thing when you're going cross court is try not to get stuck out on the outside corner and just go corner to corner to corner, back and forth. Make sure you're using the middle, coming back to the middle after each shot, and try to replicate the movements that you would actually use in gameplay. So about a minute or two of that, and then we're going to switch and go the other direction cross court. So a little tip while you're doing this, it's really tempting when you're warming up or practicing to want to hit your favorite shot, but a good suggestion would be to try to play your least comfortable shots and get more reps on those. You can save your favorite shot for the game, but when we're practicing, let's hit more of those ones that we're not so comfortable with. And next we get to my favorite part, some hand speed volleys. If you haven't seen my video on this, I highly suggest you watch that. I got some great tips on how to get better at this. If you have seen it, you'll notice that I'm practicing some of those specific things that we talked about in that video. But we'll usually do this for about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so. And then a lot of times, this is the one drill that I'll come back to multiple times in a drill session. I spoke in my other video about how important I feel this drill is, and that is why it's probably the only drill I'll do multiple different times in a single drill session. So now that we've got all those kitchen shots warmed up, next thing we do is go into some point-based stuff. This first one I just call Dink and Play. It's pretty simple. Both players are going to start at the kitchen line. The first game we usually play straight ahead right in front of each other, and you're playing in the half court. So it starts with a couple neutral dinks just to kind of get a feel for the point, and then it becomes live after that. So either player can speed up and you play out the point to try to win it at this point. We usually play these games first to 11, and then when we're done straight ahead, then we'll switch to the cross court, just like we did in our Dink warm-up. Another rule that I like to do when I play this game is making a penalty for missing a dink in the net. And the way we do that is having a point subtracted from your score if you make an unforced error dink into the net. I really like doing this because it forces you to really stay focused for the whole entire game. There's been times when we've been playing this game and I've been up 10-3 or maybe down 4-9 or something, and a couple dink misses in the net and all of a sudden it could be tied 7-7 or 8-all. So you really have to stay locked in all the way until that last point. One other thing that you might notice when we're doing this in the cross court is sometimes we're hitting into the box right in front of us. So this is what we like to call a reset dink. And we allow this shot if we're pulled wide, rather than having to take the ball back cross court. We're allowed to reset the ball one time right in front of us in the box. Then it has to go back cross court again after that. Next up, we have a drill that I call roll and reset. So this one, we move away from the gameplay and back into just reps and touches. This is a cooperative drill with one person at the kitchen line and the other person in what we call the transition area. So here you can see Rachel is trying to be super aggressive. She's trying to roll everything, hit everything with heavy topspin, basically simulating a fourth shot in a game. And I am hanging out in that transition area, trying to reset and defend everything that she hits at me. After that, we flip the roles. So now Rachel is back doing the resetting and playing defense, and I'm up at the kitchen line trying to roll volley, trying to find my most aggressive shot and attack her feet. So after that, we go back to another game-based drill. This time it's a little different because this is a side-out scoring game. So in this one, only one person can score while the other person is trying to side out. You'll notice that in all of these points, one person is starting back at the baseline while the other player is starting up at the kitchen line. The player at the baseline is going to start the point off with a drop feed drive. The player at the kitchen line has to try to neutralize that drive, volley it back, and then it's a live ball after that. So our baseline player is trying to transition in and play out the point in that half court. So if you win the point at the baseline, then you get 1 for your score. And if you win the point while you're at the net, then you get to go back and start as the baseline player. So the last drill you're gonna see us do here is skinny singles. So this is kind of putting everything together that we've worked on in this drill session. We've done lots of different shots from different parts of the court. And now in skinny singles, we add the serve and return, and we play out basically full points, but just within the half court. In this version, you can see we're switching sides. So the way we do this is basically where you serve from corresponds to your score. So if you have 0, then you're going to be serving from the right side. If you have 1, you'll be serving from the left side. Throughout this drill, you'll be playing some points cross court, some points straight ahead, some points forehand to forehand, some points backhand to backhand. So the idea is you get a little bit of variety playing in all directions. This whole drill session took us about 2 hours in total. And the reason I like this format is because we got a good combination of some gameplay, some point play. So there's some competitiveness in there, but also we did some drills that are just rep-based, getting lots of touches on the ball. So a little bit of blend of everything. I appreciate you checking out the video today. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'd love to see a comment below with some of your favorite drills. See you next time.